It's by and large imagined that a solid eating regimen wealthy in the most recent superfoods and supplements, while useful for your waistline, is terrible for your bank balance. Be that as it may, eating soundly doesn't need to cost a fortune. Actually, information distributed by the Foundation of Financial Undertakings (IFA) found solid sustenances will in general cost not exactly their unhealthier partners. We've sussed out the best tips to eat well on a financial limit. 1. Go neighborhood. What's more, we don't mean your nearby Tesco. Visit your neighborhood greengrocer to suss out costs. You'll be astounded the amount you can get for your cash from greengrocers or nearby markets without all the extravagant bundling. You can purchase the accurate amounts you need as well. So 3 bananas rather than a pack of 6 for instance, or only 2 potatoes instead of paying for a colossal sack you won't utilize. 2. Time your shopping trip. In case you're making a beeline for a grocery store, you can spare a noteworthy sum by visiting by the day's end, particularly keep-going thing on a Sunday. In many grocery stores, they'll mark down certain, typically new, products a couple of hours before shutting time, so it's constantly worth attempting your karma. Abstain from snatching supper while you top off for petroleum as well. Administration station stores regularly expand their costs, which means precisely the same dinner can cost you fundamentally more. 3. Get a faithfulness card and use it. Shopping someplace exclusively on the grounds that you have a dedication card there is anything but an extraordinary thought. Dependably go at the least expensive costs, yet in the event that the spot you shop all things considered normally has the alternative, it's brilliant to join. Not exclusively would you be able to gather focuses on your standard shopping spots like Tesco or Sainsbury's, however they offer extraordinary arrangements just accessible to club card or nectar holders. 4. Burden up your workstation. Shopping on the web means you're conscious of selected offers that you can't really get coming up, and you can for the most part use markdown codes as well. A site like mysupermarket.co.uk enables you to look at which general store will be less expensive for your normal shop as well. Give it a spin and jump when you understand you've been paying over the chances. It merits exploring cashback locales as well. You'll get cash into your record each time you shop web-based, which means purchasing 7 days of sound suppers could really be procuring you cash. 5. Quit being grandiose about grocery store claim brands. Will you truly know the distinction between a possessed brand container of tinned tomatoes and an increasingly costly one when it's tossed into your morning meal shakshuka? You don't need to ration everything, except picking on image items can spare you a great sum over a couple of months. Same goes for general stores as well. Attempt Aldi or Lidl rather than M&S and Sainsbury's for enormous investment funds. 6. Try not to depend on superfoods or fatty patterns to remain sound. 61% of us have announced purchasing supposed superfoods in an offer to remain sound, yet numerous specialists currently concur a decent eating regimen and normal exercise will carry out the responsibilities similarly also, for less cash, as well. Staggering expense things like coconut water or goji berries are incredible for an infrequent treat, yet you can even now keep up a solid eating regimen with a lot less expensive staples like heartbeats, whole grain carbs, lean protein, new products of the soil. 7. Shop occasionally. The cost of purchasing a punnet of raspberries or strawberries can differ enormously relying upon the season, so be brilliant about what's in season. Purchasing sustenance when supply is high methods it expenses to deliver, unless for you. In addition to the fact that it should taste better as well, however you'll be doing neighborhood ranchers and a dangerous atmospheric deviation, some help all the while. 8. Plan ahead. In case you're not kidding about setting aside cash and being solid, arranging your dinners is an absolute necessity. Compose a rundown before you go, taking note of the fixings you'll require for breakfast, lunch and supper for the week ahead. That way, you won't finish up purchasing things you just won't utilize when they get your attention. It takes a touch of prescience and dissociation, For example, leaving your stuffed lunch by the entryway so you remember it, or defrosting suppers you've officially made, yet you'll be excited how rapidly the reserve funds include. In any case, don't be impossible. If it's reasonable you'll finish up having supper out or at a companion's home, consider you'll just finish up squandering surplus nourishment generally. 9. Maintain a strategic distance from nibble packs. Ever detected those small nibble measured packs of nuts or organic product close to the checkouts or in coffee houses? Purchasing bigger sacks of whatever you need costs far less, and you can tap them into littler Tupperware boxes or sandwich packs as and when you need them. General stores and bistros depend on our sluggishness and craving, so think ahead and never shop on a vacant stomach. 10. Get solidifying. You've had a taxing day at work and come back to discover nothing in the cooler. We've all been there. High takeaway menu. Purchasing solidified organic product veg is an extraordinary move. It's typically solidified with a couple of long stretches of being gathered, and the solidifying procedure stops wholesome exhaustion. A sack of solidified kale can finish up being more nutrient-pressed than a crisp pack. That implies it can work out significantly less expensive. How often do you truly complete a crisp pack of spinach, and you can solidify dinners you cook as well? When you're concocting a healthy vegetable stew, make twice as much as you need and spare a couple of bits for some other time.